Why do black men date white women, in your opinion? Just be honest. Is it because they're more easy?
Let
and
them
I
say,
say
no,
that.
how you gonna say they more easy?
I'm asking. I say quote unquote.
It's a lot of different reasons.
Okay.
I think this is just my opinion.
Okay.
Right, no doubt.
These just like my observations and the things that I've
From
seen.
what you
Okay.
What's up, my people? Welcome back to my channel, Yano Show KE. So I want to thank you all for supporting me, for showing that love wherever you are, wherever country you are. I'm so grateful. So if you are new here to Yano Show KE, I just urge you to click the subscription button in case we upload a new video. Be the first one to watch it. So guys, I want to talk about an interesting story about why do black men like dating or marrying black or white women. So this is our topic today. Don't go anywhere. We have this video, sir. Let us react and we come back, guys.
So you don't not date black women. It's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? Or what's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date. It's not because when you.
Do
I don't
you
date
black women?
I don't date black women because they black. It's not. You can't answer
Bro,
because of that. It's
date
yes.
black women?
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than black people do. Black white women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it. I'm not a person that's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple women in my life. They have to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
Me up in the DM and they ask me, why is it that successful black men always date white women or oriental women when they get some money? Well, I'm gonna attempt to answer this the best way I know how, just by keeping it all the way 1,000. See, a lot of times when men get some money, black men to be exact, they want a woman that's gonna be submissive, that's gonna actually do what they say, and a woman that's gonna just be there to support every decision they make. Asian women, white women are very subtle, very submissive, very easy to deal with. They haven't came up the way black women have came up. And a lot of times when you're dealing with black women, you know, you're gonna deal with some kickback. They not just gonna do whatever the fuck you say just because you making the bread and butter. When a man get power and when he feels like he's on top of his game, he's on top of the world, and he got some money, you can't tell him nothing. His ego's to the roof. The white woman might deal with that type of shit because she just happy to have a black man. She feel like she got her a token nigga. So she's gonna follow his lead and do whatever he says. Cause they just happy to have a black man by their side. Black women, they've been dealing with our bullshit for years. So when we get some money and we start to act a certain type of way and be demanding, they not gonna put up with that bullshit. That's why it's always that combative type of relationship with the black man and the black woman, man. The black man been suppressed all his life. The black woman has been suppressed all her life. It's passed down to their generation and their bloodline. We don't want to feel oppressed in our relationship. Instead of him trying to figure out and deal with the black woman and communicate with her on a certain level, he say forget that and get him a white woman and keep it moving. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. It is what it is. They grown ass adults. They can do what they please.
Let me come at it like this. Anytime someone loves you, genuinely love you and care about you, they're going to try to lead you or encourage you in the right path. Now you have these other races of women who they don't genuinely care about a black man as much as the ebony woman of his own race. Why do you think black men are so strong? They had strong mothers, women, who worked like a dog to make their sons strong. I could get emotional on this. For you to choose this woman over here to tear down your own race and your own nation of women so you could glorify this other race and this other nation because she's willing to be a lapdog, a brown noser. She don't really care about you. That's insanity. You have a lot of ebony women who are very submissive. There's no woman on this planet who's as submissive as an African woman. You know why they don't want the African woman? Her skin tone is not the right tone. So don't sit up here and say that it's because of their being submissive and supportive of their men. Oh no, baby. My roommate was African. I looked at her friends. I look at those Nolly movies. Those women be kind of pissing me off because they be putting up with way too much. when it comes to bad behavior, men cheating on them, men abusing them. And these are all black women, ebony women, women of color, sweetheart. So don't come at me with that it's because of the submissive thing. That's not it. It's because society has you brainwashed to think that light skin, pale skin is better than brown, dark, or black skin. That's what it all boils down to. Now, I recall looking at Soft White Underbelly, and they were interviewing 304s. And they was talking to the pimps, and the pimps said they prefer to have Asian women and Caucasian women because they're easier to dominate, control, and they're easier to abuse. A woman of color is not having any of it. No. You can't truly love anyone until you love yourself. And I can tell your level of self-esteem based on what you're willing to put up with. You see, when you do studies and research have shown that black women have the highest self-esteem out of all other races of women. We have the healthiest self-esteem. They also interviewed several billionaires. Go on Google and type in black women are for grown-ups, billionaires. Just Google it. Black women are for grown-ups. No, we don't want to be your princess. We're the queen, baby. And I still say, for you want to uplift, glorify, elevate other nations instead of your own. Now do you understand why black people can't seem to stop being at the bottom of the barrel? It's the men. When you see ebony women date outside their race, they don't have any choice if they want to get married and have children, because black women outnumber black men in record numbers. 100 black women and let's say 50 black men. Half of those black men are gay. And then another 15, they don't want to have nothing to do with their own race of women. So if black women want to have children and a family or what have you, what choice does she have? Black men, you don't have that excuse. Not at all. A lot of these black men have so much self-hatred. They have that slave mentality like Shera Seven's husband. Yeah, he's an old black man who has issues with being black. That's why she could just... We all see how Shera Seven handles that dude that she's with. They sleep in separate bedrooms, for God's sake. She said sometimes because he snores. Child, please. She saw her a lollipop and she went and got herself one. And then she goes on all social media and make him look like a total jackass. He's nothing but an ATM machine because he has so much self-hatred. Why would you want a woman that's going to see you walking in front of a train and she's going to let you go ahead and walk in front of that train instead of trying to protect you and trying to take care of you and look out for you? Why would you want that? Something's wrong with you. You have issues. No one is going to love a black man the way a black woman does. And I put my life on that. But they lack appreciation. They lack gratitude. They have a effed up attitude instead of having the proper attitude. We push you out of our bodies. You're our men. You came from our body. And why do you see so many of these other races wanting the black man? Well, we already know what he's packing in his pants is pickle and his eggplant. And that's terrible to be fetishized. Do they really love you? Or do they like what you're packing? Of course we're going to take care of our black men like no other. We're the ones who produced you. And like I said, just do your own personal research. Don't take it from me. I always do research. I always got to make sure people are speaking the truth. Or I say allegedly. No, this is not allegedly. This is the truth. Where did it originate that black women are for grown-ups? That originated with billionaires. What is that rapper? Her name is, she's married to a billionaire. She used to be a rapper. I love her too. She's awesome and she's so classy too. She's got class. She got money to get a BBL. She didn't do none of that. She's just totally classy. Eve, I think her name is Eve. Yeah, she's married to a Caucasian man who's loving the hell out of her. He's a billionaire, and he makes it very clear. Let me tell you what I've noticed when it comes to dealing with a black woman personally. They are definitely for grown-ups. They're not for these immature, self-hating, pathetic, pitiful dusties who are stuck on stupid and still have the mind of a child. Black women don't have time for any of that nonsense. And I'm speaking about women who have a healthy mentality and a healthy self-esteem. And like I said, you could tell the level of anyone's self-esteem based on what are you willing to put up with. Black women, we'll try to help you and do what we can with you, baby. But you got a time limit on this. For real, for real. Anyway, there you have it. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Black women are for grown-ups. Yes, we are.
In general.
Why do black men date white women, in your opinion? Just be honest. Is it because they're more easy?
Let
and
them
I say
no,
that.
How you gonna say they more easy?
I'm asking. I say quote unquote.
It's a lot of different reasons.
Okay.
I think this is just my opinion.
Okay.
Right, no doubt.
These
no
just
doubt.
like my observations and the things that I've
From
seen.
what you
Okay.
experience.
White women make themselves more available.
In what ways?
They be around. They show up. They
Yeah.
know where the athlete's gonna be at.
Right.
I have heard
They
that.
pop, and then with the athletes and all that shit, like you got to keep in mind, it's like tiers to the like college, and then like the professional and shit like that. They hang around, they
that
linger.
That's
They'll
what Too
sit there,
Short said
They'll watch
yesterday.
you strike out all night, and it don't affect your chances with them or nothing. They want to be down, so they make themselves more available to the shit, as opposed to playing hard to get. Act like you don't know this motherfucker. They be knowing. They know the stats.
But I'm going to say this, and I really want everyone to hear me when I
that's
say
a
this
good
right
one.
now, though.
Uh-oh.
Listen to this, though. I want black men to learn and really do better, because one thing about these white women is as soon as they don't get their way or something rubs them the wrong way, you are an N-word hard ER.
We gonna
And
be
that's
that
the
anyway.
truth. You'll be that anyway, but you really gonna be that, and they gonna take you to court and take everything you have, because unfortunately, although black women are powerful in our feminine and our divine, just how we are as women, we're so powerful, but white women are powerful in America. And when they say something, it's going to make a difference in the community, unfortunately. And y'all keep messing with these white women.
Who is
and then
y'all? You ain't
I'm
never
not
seen
saying
me with
you
no
too,
white woman.
But I haven't even seen Paul with a white woman. I'm just saying black men do this, and then when they're coming down and they have their downfall with these women, they want to run to the black women for support. And it's like, no, at the end of the day, black women are the most loyal statistically to their own men.
Remember, when you're dating or you're married to a black woman, it's the whole family. You marry the whole family. The mother, the grandmother, the aunts, the kids. Now you're someone paying school fees for kids you don't fucking know. Think about it.
That's actually true.
White people, they help you with your wedding. The parents are going to put money into your wedding. We're going to pay for the wedding. How many black parents you ever heard that we're going to pay for your wedding?
I would argue the reason black men marry white women is because they wish they were white themselves. And having the white man's prize, his queen, is a psychological symbol to myself that I am equal to him.
We're back.
So you being an athlete that made millions and millions of dollars, why do most athletes choose white women?
Because 50% of white women in college. It's a higher rate of white women in college than black women. So it's like if you're a professional, if you're a college player, you're going to majority be in the class with what type of woman?
White women.
You gotta really break that down and think about what he's saying in this situation. Most of your big time football schools are gonna be PWI, but also, there's still black women who go to these colleges, but.
Exactly. Those are women going to the school, actually going to class, so you're going to be subjective.
Actually going to class.
To talking to the people who are at the school is white women. So it's like, you know what I mean? Unless you got a girl from high school who you know what I mean? Most of the black girls from high school don't go to college. So if you're an athlete, you're going to run into a white woman because the percentage, you could Google the percentage of white women in college.
Yeah. Especially at
all the big schools.
Big schools.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Way more white women.
The majority of white women in college, so it's like those the girls you're going to be with, or you spending your time and seeing.
So it's not like a sellout thing. A lot of people are upset when they see that. They think like the black men are selling out, but it's not that.
I feel like you're just, that's what they're around. You're going to adapt to your environment, so.
Fact. I mean, what do y'all think about this? Comment below if you agree with Antonio on this stance, or if you feel like this is really just a stretch.
Why some black men date white women. Let's talk about this topic people tiptoe around. Let's get it straight. Black men date white women. The reasons vary. For some, it's just preference. For others, is access. In certain spaces, dating white women feels more accepted, less judged. Some men feel they get treated with more softness, less resistance. But there's also a deeper layer of trauma. Some black men carry wounds from rejection, conflict, and feel unappreciated. And instead of healing, they detach from black women altogether. It's not always about love. It is sometimes about avoiding pain. This isn't about blame. It's about understanding. Love who you want, but don't run from the root that make you feel seen. You know what I mean? Preference is fine. Just don't let it be a reflection of unhealed pain. Follow more if you want more honest conversations.
I already know what you're thinking. I already know what you're about to say. Just know that I know.
You are the last one standing with this balloon, so I want to know why you still holding on.
I am. Well, so far, I feel like his energy has been good. He's been respectful. He's not too egotistical, you know, not too full of himself. He's handsome. He's tall. I feel like I see the effort in what he put in with his outfit today, you know.
It sounds like he got all the compliments for you.
Now, before you come running into these comments, especially the black men talking about, see, this is why black guys be talking to white women, because they build them up. They speak life into them, so on and so forth. Hold on for a second. Because the thing is, I done seen black women building up they black man. What you talking about? Listen, I done seen the pop the balloon challenge. I've seen it. I've seen black women dismiss men because of what they wear, because of the way they talk, or where they work, because of the culture, because of weird stuff. I get it. I understand. But I'm not going to sit here and see a snippet that's about 30 seconds of this white woman giving this black man compliments and all of a sudden think that every single white woman is like that. I'm not going to do that. Because I see more videos of black women bigging up black men than I see of white women bigging up black men. Matter of fact, I was on the street the other day walking, and a woman came by, and she said, I just want to let you know that you're handsome. It was a black woman. She said, I just want to let you know you're handsome, and I hope you have a good day. Come on now. My reality, what I'm seeing on a day-to-day basis, black women are speaking life into their man. Black women are speaking life into their man. Let me specify. Black women are speaking life into their black man. I ain't about to let the internet try to play on me and make me think that if I get with a Caucasian woman, they all gonna be like this. Because that's not true. And that's not reality. I done seen black women. I done seen Caucasian women. I done seen Asian women. I done seen Latino women. I done seen all of them talk bad about they man. And guess what? I done seen all of them talk good about their man. So before y'all start believing that the white woman is more superior because of a 30-minute snippet, I suggest that you go outside and you live in reality for a while. Because reality will tell you that every race of woman speaks life into their man, and every race of woman tear down a man. Just depends on who you pick, baby. It's on who you pick. It's who you choose, who you attract. If you got a woman that talk down to you, maybe you should have picked better. Ooh.
Hey, I got a question for all the black men out here, and I just need to know this. And me personally, I'm not the type to tell y'all what to date, what color to date, or who to date. But why when y'all get money, the first thing y'all go do is go get a whole nother race that don't really even want you. And then when y'all fall out, they take everything from y'all. Then y'all go look for the black woman to rebuild y'all up when y'all down. Then get mad when they don't want to take y'all back. But like I said, it ain't all white women. But some of them white women, they be out to get y'all ass. And y'all fall for it every fucking time. And I be sitting here thinking like, a woman that got money would never reach for a black man that ain't got shit. Only time you see a woman that got money dating a black man is when he got money. That's the only time. But other than that, y'all ass really don't mean shit to them. So why is it when y'all get money, y'all go straight to them? Then the relationship don't even last for a whole year or 2 years. The max probably be 2 years. Then they bankrupt y'all, take all y'all money, take the house, the kids, and everything. Now y'all at broke.
You want to know why a lot of the athletes are marrying and dating white women? I'll let you know. First, you got to understand that for me, 80 and 90% of the black community, our issues emotionally are related to slavery and segregation. Now, for me personally, I'm into brown and dark-skinned women. I have dated white women before, but I'm into brown and dark-skinned women. That's just my preference. That's the person I chose to spend my life with. All my friends that are athletes and high-earning people are with white or white-skinned women. Now, when I say this, don't get mad at me. I'm just translating what I have noticed. One thing white people have learned, vice versa, people of color, one thing they have learned much more than us is how to get to the bag. Now, you know, for people of color, getting to the bag for us is like $1,000, a few thousand, $100. Getting to the bag for white folks is millions. Did you hear me? Getting to the bag for white folks is millions of dollars. They talk about numbers that we dream about. They talk about numbers that we cannot even fathom. Oh, he's going to be making $100 million and I'm going to have half of that. One thing white folks have learned is to play their role until they get what they need. You ever have a fight with a white person? In my experience, they won't physically try to go toe-to-toe with you. They will mentally go toe-to-toe with you. And by the time you even realize that you already fired from your job, and they sitting there laughing at you in the break room. Since white people have stepped off the boat, they have realized the game is not a physical game. Yeah, we may not physically be able to beat you, but we just have to mentally beat you, and you're a slave already. Now, on the side of the athletes, there's two reasons, in my opinion, that black men are going towards white women. One, what I have noticed amongst my friends is that they fetish white women a great deal. They find their proximity to white women, it gives them some kind of more of a boost. Like it gives them like a sprinkle of success being in proximity of having a white woman. Like it's a trophy. They find them to be like a trophy. If that's what you into, that's cool. It's just not my thing. And for two, when it comes to black on black relationships, black men are not equipped to handle black on black relationships. And you may say, what do you mean? Now, understand, listen to this. This is not a bad thing. This is not a good thing. It's just a thing. Black folks have so much trauma that when we are in proximity of other black folks, it's only competition. We have been conditioned to compete with the other black person. It doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. The only way to survive back in the day was to compete. I'm the better Negro than you. So when we are in relationships, this translates to the exact same thing. Not just man, but also woman. This is why you see such a headbutting between the two. It's like two tigers in the same cage. They just keep going at it. Now, is this sad? Yes, it is sad. But for me personally, like I've told everybody, I believe all black people need therapy. A lot of us have so much trauma, or you need to do a lot of emotional work. Not just men, but women as well. And you may say, how did this end up happening? Well, back in the day, black men, were taught to compete with black women or even other black folks. And on top of that, our woman, our wife, or our girlfriend, whatever you would call them back then, they would rape them in front of us. They will beat them in front of us. They would tell us that your wife is no longer valuable, we're going to have 10 or 15 men sleep with your wife. We're going to have 10 or 15 men impregnate your wife. So if this is your thing of value, now it's used up, it's garbage. And this is why black men still see the same thing till today. Our own women aren't valuable to us. Not me specifically, but this is what I've noticed. And then they seen these white women so clean, so beautiful. Or this is the goal. This is a real woman. And now we still see it to this day. And reverse to black women, once again, competition. You want to save yourself, you got to be the better house Negro. And on top of that, black women have always been in defense of fighting for themselves. Fighting from being raped, fighting from being beat on, and all kinds of things. A lot of times, if the man defended them, they would be murdered or XYZ. So they would even tell their men, don't defend us, let me get raped, let me take the beating or get impregnated, or let the 15 men sleep with me, and X, Y, and Z. And this is, to this day, you still see the whole strong black woman thing. And you may say, oh, well, that's great, they're strong. No, this is not a great thing. They only saying strong black women because they feel like they are strong and they do well by themselves. That is not good. Somebody should not have to be considered strong simply because they're by themselves. This is not a good thing. They are the only race of people that is the strong black woman. They have that kind of aggressive title. That is not a good thing. Stay safe out there.
I feel like I finally cracked the code on why, like, niggas be liking white girls so much, and, like, why they be with that whole, like, oh, if it's not snowing, I'm not going. Honestly, bro, and listen, I'm speaking from, like, a neutral place because I like all girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like all races. Like, it don't matter what color you are. If you look good, you look good, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I feel like I really like white girls because, like, it's just so different, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's low-key, like, hella fun, too, like, because y'all are coming from, like, so, like, different of, like, a background. Like, I don't know, like, it just make things more interesting. Like, it make it more fun, like, I don't know, I feel like that's really what it be, though. Like, it's just fun, like, because it's like, you know you're not supposed to be doing it, but you doing it